So, hello, this is Luca Talks Ball here, and I'm back here with another MK Dons content. And we are back here, of course, with a bit of transfer update. Of course, top 5 MK Dons targets we have been linked under Paul Warne. And I thought I'd bring a video today with some more MK Dons content. Of course, we have been linked with quite a few names ahead of the brand new season. Of course, this month is fixture release on the 26th of June. We will be covering that on the channel as well and reacting to the fixtures of the brand new season on August. But today I thought I'd bring a video today about top 5 targets we have been rumoured and linked around in the transfer market for MK Dons. So the first transfer target we have been linked with, of course, is a former Luton Town player. And of course, this guy has been in around everywhere. Of course, he's played the likes of Grimsby Town, Bromley. He's been in the Scottish League, Inverness, Caledonian, Fizzle, Southend and Chesterfield he was last season. And of course, he played for Luton Town in 2022, but never really made any appearances, and he had 0 goals. And he goes by the name of Emmanuel Peppel. Of course, his place of birth is from Kettering. He is a striker. He is a forward. And I don't know too much about him. I've never seen this guy. And of course, obviously, I've got like some information to give you guys what he's always all about and what clubs he's played for. He started his career at Calgary Foothills in 2019, scoring 3 goals in 11 appearances. Then Calvary FC from 2019 to 2022. Of course, well, he spent a year there, 13 appearances, no goals. Then he came back in 2022. He got 6 goals and 7 appearances. Then went to Luton Town, made no appearance and no goals. Grimsby, 0 from 11 appearances in the 2022-2023. Then Bromley, no goals in 6. Inverness, Caledonian, Fizzle got 1 goal in 13 appearances. And Southend, he got 7 goals in 19 appearances from this season. And then went on loan in January to Chesterfield and got 5 goals. Look, I don't know too much about this guy, but his youth career, he played for Oldbury Owls, Eastside Memorial FC. He even went to Getafe as a youth career. And this is a guy where he's 22 years of age. It's going to be probably one of those strikers who's going to come in that's obviously going to develop in this division. And he's been to these sort of clubs. And his best spell, of course, was what I mentioned in 2022 to Calvary FC. He scored 6 in 7 appearances. I don't know too much information to really what to say about this, but this is probably one of those strikers where you just look at it and just feel like this is not really like a type of sign you bring at the football club. And look, this is only speculation, rumour. We might not even go in for this striker. We might go in for other targets. Of course, we also have been linked with David McGoldrick, and that deal's looking likely where he did rejected a bid to sign a new contract at Notts County. And obviously he likes the attraction and obviously he likes the favour. He wants to come to MK Dons. Especially when he's played with Paul Warne, which is our manager currently at the moment, and obviously our new manager. He played under him when he was at Derby County, and obviously McGoldrick, you know David McGoldrick, he's been in around the Premier League, was a Premier League player in 2020 for Sheffield United in lockdown. Of course, playing against the likes of Arsenal. And he's been in and around. He had a very good season for Notts County. And look, I do think, of course, this Emmanuel Peppel, do I really see anything about him? I don't think he will. He did play in the Canadian Premier League for Calgary in October 2018 for Calgary, and was the youngest pass return at the age of 15. So I don't know too much about this guy. This is more of like a development player at 22 years of age. But yes, let's move on to the next target we have been linked with as well. Next target, of course, we have been linked is Newcastle Jets, called Ellie Adams. This is the player where obviously like people really high rated this guy. Newcastle Jets is in the Australian League. I don't know too much about information about this guy, but his name is Ellie Adams, and he's a regular first team footballer for him. Of course, he's a 23-year-old. Real good information about him. Massive fan out there. People call him the Aussie Messi. He's scored 7 goals in 19 games, made 1,558 minutes of an action from this season. His Newcastle's Jets leading goal scorer of all with Lachai Rose. And this sounds like, going by what I'm reading, obviously this was reported by Don's Hub on their Instagram, and a lot of people saying that they've obviously looked at him, they've watched him, and this could be a type of player where, does Paul Warne bring him in? Can I really see a deal like this happening? I don't know. I really don't know, because I don't watch the Australian League. And this is probably, by reading his stats, what I'm reading right now online, it goes to show that he's very, very good. And his dribble attempts are 3.1 per 90, chances to create are 1.4 per 90, 0.4 goals, 41 per 90 goals. So it sounds like a very, very promising thing. And look, my thoughts on this, look, I don't watch the Australian League. Obviously, I'm giving information who MK Dons have been linked with. And this obviously sounds like a very, very good, promising young signing. And look, maybe he does come into the Football League. Maybe he comes into League Two. He was ranked 4th of the goal scorer behind Western United, Western Sydney Wanderers. But yeah, Ellie Adams has been linked to MK Dons. Next player, of course, who's also been linked to the football club, of course, this was one of the beginning of the transfer targets, of course, and it has kind of died down a little bit. It's the Sheffield Wednesday centre-back, the very good, experienced defender who also played at Rotherham. Paul Warne knows this defender very well, has got plenty of championship experience, is Michael Inequi. Centre-back at Sheffield Wednesday. I think he's around 32 years of age. A very good, experienced defender. I think with him coming in, will do a very good job. He started his youth career at Liverpool in 2003 to 2011, then played in the Premier League for Wolverhampton Wanderers for 3 years. Never really made any appearances, but of course, obviously, he was a senior career. Then went to Cheltenham on loan. Tranmere, he played for Tranmere. Tranmere fans, I was speaking to a Tranmere fan yesterday called Alex as well, TRFC Vlogs. Make sure you go and give him a subscriber. Massive shout out to him. He only got 5 goals in 112 appearances, but what do you expect? He's a centre-back. Rotherham, he got 10 goals. And then Accrington Stanley, he got 1 goal in 20 appearances. Look, my thoughts on this, look, there was a rumour, of course, obviously he was spotted under Paul Warne, obviously spotted at MK train station. And look, this could be one of those things where would he sign for the club? Obviously, have they got it all planned and have they got it all planned, admitted? He will be a very good, experienced defender. And this guy's obviously been around. Obviously, he's been involved promotions. A very top-rated centre-back. And for him to come down to League Two for a 32-year-old brings a lot of experience. And let me know what you think about MK Dons fans, what you actually think about him as well. Final transfer we have been linked with, of course, is still David McGoldrick. The latest news on David McGoldrick, of course. Look, David McGoldrick did reject a new offer to stay at Notts County. Look, at 37 years of age, obviously I made a video last week about my thoughts on David McGoldrick. And let me know what you think about it at MK Dons. Look, of course, he had a great season at Notts County. Notts County fans, a couple of Notts County fans were messaging me, saying to me they're very disappointed if they do let David McGoldrick, because Notts County had a very good, disappointed season, obviously, losing into the playoff places to AFC. And, of course, they got promoted, obviously, into League One. And, look, I take David McGoldrick. Very good experience. Paul Warne, a manager that's, of course, actually knows David McGoldrick through his Derby days. And it's a type of striker where, okay, age doesn't really matter. He's 37 years of age. If he could do what he did at Notts County into an MK Dons side, get the service. Dan Crowley, of course, did play for Notts County as well. Obviously, he knows David McGoldrick. McGoldrick, of course, played in the Premier League about 5 years ago during COVID at Sheffield United. So he knows what this division really about. And look, of course, he likes the offer. He likes the idea to come to MK, working with his former under-employee. And look, let me know what you think about it. And look, David McGoldrick would be a very good signing for MK Dons. And I know the age obviously doesn't really matter, but age 37. But what else can you really go and target? Is there other strikers in this division you can really go and get? And I think McGoldrick for a short term would actually be a really good option for a 1-year deal. But we're going to end the video from here. Let me know, MK Dons fans, let me know what you think about other players. Drop it in the comments. Plenty of MK Dons content, of course. Fixture release date is this month, in the next coming 3 weeks' time. We will be doing a fixture release. Of course, any other transfer links, let me know what you think. And of course, we're still waiting to see what fixtures we are going to be playing in pre-season. And the update with the vlogs, yes, the vlogs are still going to continue. The vlogs are going to return next month when we do play our pre-season matches. We don't know who we've got. So when they do announce pre-season friendlies, what I'll do is I'll make a video about the fixtures who we actually got in pre-season. And then, of course, I'll do the vlogs in pre-season like I did. And I'll try and go every single pre-season game depending on what the fixtures are. We probably will end up playing some National League teams. But yeah, let me know, MK Dons fans, about what transfers we have. And let me know, leave it down the comments as well. Peppel, been linked with us. Ellie Adams from the Newcastle Jets. Michael Inikwe and David McGoldrick. And also we have been linked with an AFC Wimbledon player as well. So let me know what you think about MK Dons fans. Let me know, EFL content creators. Make sure you do smash that like button. Will there be a live stream today? I'm not 100% sure, but I will let you know. Depends if I can actually squeeze one in today. But if not, this will only be the video for today. But at least it's a video which is uploaded on the channel every single day. We're probably more likely to be back tomorrow with the live streams as it's a bit of a quiet day in the transfer rumours with EFL and that. But yes, of course, we probably will be back tomorrow with the live streams. But of course, this is a video. Make sure you do smash that like button. We're 44 subscribers away from that 8.6k. And have a great day. Goodbye.